just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They'll look to throw. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Oh, a little 360. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. first-down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the in route. Complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Surveying the field. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Play action. They'll throw. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Play clock winding down. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really do.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. They were picked apart really on that last drive through the air. Now 2 touchdowns against some of the passing variety here in this first half.
And momentum totally going against them right now. One way to shift it, a big sack or some sort of a takeaway. They've got to find a way to get back in balance in this game because right now they're under siege.
Yeah, they're a little bit shaken. And not much there. maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver, 65 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Back to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's been a struggle this entire game.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. Stays on his feet. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. 1, 9, flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down. His time has now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Falcons have to be thrilled with the way they're playing right now. The Cowboys, though, have fought so hard to get to this point, and now are being blown out at the break. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Falcons on offense early in the first. The pass out of the gun will be completed, and this goes 60 yards for the score. Falcons take the early lead. Now 1st and 10, the quick pass, it's complete, and he'll end up at the 20-yard line before being tackled. Falcons later on the drive, the catch is made after a quick pass, and it leads to a touchdown. The lead now at 14. Midway through the second quarter. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. Falcons lead balloons to 21. 4th down from the 44. Here a throw deep down the field is caught, and this goes 44 yards for the score. Falcons up now by 28. So that's going to do it for us. We'll send you back now to field level for some more playoff football.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. So out come the Falcons now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grind 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's cracked.
Touchdown, Falcons! Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. This fielded at the 2.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
And they're pushed back after the penalty. Still second down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Keep 15. Here we go. 38.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to first and goal. So with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons add on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25.
Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll drop to throw. Finding time. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They give to Elliott, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And an alley to run. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big tight end, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, jumping over. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The point after now for Aguayo. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can. But if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. He'll set it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On play action. They'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Back to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were... Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now they're in the hurry up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The center receiver in motion to the right. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start with a win here.
And once you get to the 2nd round of the playoffs, your goals have been met in a big way, and now you can start to think even bigger.